right? So you see it says gets in your way, so you have to confirm that you're okay with that. And then I am going to spotlight myself. So that should be the main thing you see. And let's get to it. All right, so comfortable feet, breathing. Find that top of the crown, floor of the pelvis, central channel. Let everything else relax. So having the experience of the integrity, you can think of it as the liquid integrity, the integrity of a hydraulic-based power system that we have, or also the energetic system. The idea of Qi itself is just sort of like a hydraulic system, except more on that mystical scale. The idea that there's an energetic blueprint underlying us that can hold us up, meaning we don't need holding, gripping, grabbing, working. So we want to let go of that.
It's somebody at the door.
Mute, sorry. Again, we want to let go of that and allow the subtle energetic system or the liquid system to be what we rely upon when we go through our movements. Breathing, long, smooth, complete. Inhale. Little hold at the top. Exhale. Soft hold at the bottom. So just take maybe 8 to 10 of these.
There you go, Ron. You can't.
Ronald, make sure you're muted. Mute.
Mute. See it.
Yeah. I'm going to mute everybody. So now you just unmuted yourself again there, Ronald.
Am I good?
So let me mute you now and don't unmute yourself. Good to see you, Greg. So again, finding that central channel, central line, from the top of the head down through the very center of the physical structure of the body, through to the perineum or floor of the pelvis. Right into our seated spinal mobility work. Slide your hands forward past the knees, drop the head and round back. Slide the hands back, pull the elbows back, shoulder blades back, lift the chest. Do that again. And again, remember, we're using the hydraulic system, the liquid system, the energy system, anything in that direction away from effort and force and tension. So if you have any experience of that sort of novel quality or unique quality of, oh, I'm moving, but I'm not working, you want to key in on that sensation, that phenomena, and then carry that through the entire practice. After you finish your next arching position, find the neutral position again, and you're going to slide left hand forward past the knee, right hand and elbow pull back, turn the body and look over to the right, and then switch. Turn and look to the left. Come back through center, turn and look to the right, and back through center. Just a coaxing of the body, a inviting, a leading with a gentle hand through your movement. And at first you can only do a certain amount that way, but then as you practice it, that grows, and then you can do all your movements that way. Now find the middle, arms hang, leaning sideways. And back to middle. Do that again to the left, leaning sideways. Back to the middle. Lean. And rise. Falling through this movement. Controlling the fall. Controlling the lean. And we're back to middle. Scoot back on the chair a little bit. And lift, down. Lift, down. Continue. Lift, down. Lift, down. Now lift, push. Return, down. Lift, push, return, down. One more each side. Now on this one, extend and hold, point, flex. Invert, evert. Circles. And reverse circles. Other leg. Hold, pointing and flexing. Invert, evert. It's that little soft little movement of the foot. Inward rotation. And outward. And down. Now, scoot to the front edge of your chair. The swivels of the feet and legs. Remember, the movement comes from the hip, all the way up here in the hip. So it's the thigh bone, all the way through the toes. So lift the left toes, turn on the heel, the knee points out, the toes point out. Lift the heel, heel goes out, knee comes in. Lift the toes, toe goes out, knee goes out. Lift the toe, the heel goes out this time, the heel out, the knee in just a little bit. Don't force that one. And then finally, open. And then let's walk it in. Knee in, toes in, heel in, knee out, toes in, knee in, heel in, knee out, and neutral. Now we walk it out again. So toe and knee out, heel out, knee in, toe out, knee out, heel out, knee in. Final time, open, and then we reverse. In, heel, toes move, heel moves. Neutral, one more with the same leg. Move from the hip. it in. Other leg. Toe out, knee out. Heel out, knee in. Toe out, knee out. Heel out, knee in a little bit. And maximum. Toe out, knee out. And then in. 2, 3, 4. Neutral. Again. Out. 2, 3, 4. And 5. In. 2, 3, 4. Neutral, last one. This is so good for hips, knees, shin bone, ankle, all the joints. This sort of corkscrewing and spiraling. Body really needs that. Now, both. Open. Heels out, knees in. Toes out, knees out. And then we come in. Heels in, knees out. And neutral. Again, 1, 2, 3, and in 1, 2, and 3. Last one. And neutral. Forward folds. Hip hinging. Sitting upright. Leaning back. Sitting upright. Hip hinging. You can add that little arm position if you like, that I've shown many times. Upright. Back. Upright. One more. And up. Right. Good. Now from here, step the feet back a little bit, standing up and sitting down. Relax the arms. Think of it this way. Shoulders and above need to get to the front side of the ankle joint. Not by force. Remember this idea of what can you do without force, but rather by arranging the body part. Once the shoulders are in front of the ankles, then it's just a matter of coming right back up or straight up. Same idea when we go down, keep the shoulders and head in front of the ankles, even as you start sitting your butt down, and you'll safely be able to land. Let's take 3 more of those. One more. And 3 of these Tai Chi squats where the butt goes back, the arms hang loose. You sit the butt, dangle the arms down, fingertips go as if to touch the toes, but then you push through the ground and rise back to vertical. Butt goes back a little and then sinks. Arms dangle, feel your whole back open up. All the muscles along the spine, we want them to open and round away from the spine. Butt back, sink, let all those gates open, and then rise back to standing. Stay standing. Let's do our Qigong opening called Sink Chi Wash Organs. We all know that by now, I'm pretty sure. So rock forward to the toes a little bit. Let the arms swing a little forward. Rock back somewhat to the heels. Let the arms swing back behind you a little bit. Rock forward. They swing a little forward. Rock back. They swing back. Rock forward. Swing. Now, As you rock back, they start swinging back and up. So you're a little bit in the heels here. Arms at shoulder or chest height, or if you can only get to here, that's fine. Palms facing forward. Rock to the toes. That sends the arms out, reaching out into the distance. Turn your palms up. Rock back towards the heels. That draws the hands past the mouth and down to the belly. Then the butt goes back and it's just a Tai Chi squat. Time it so that by the time your butt sinks, your arms are completely dangled. As you rise, keep your arms so soft that they just fall naturally wherever they fall. So you shouldn't be holding your arms right now. They should be relaxed and dropped and straight. Right? So again, when you come up, they were here. By the time I finished, they were straight. And then as I stood up, they're just hanging. So then I rock back, they swing back and up. Rock forward, they cast forward, palms facing up. Rock back, they come past the mouth as if down through the throat to the belly. Then butt sneaks back. As I sit the butt, the arms softly extend to straight, keeping them that straight as I stand back up, and they're just hanging naturally in front and to the side. Rock back, start the circle. Rock forward, cast, turn the palms up. Rock back, hands come past, down through the throat, belly, and then the butt sneaks back. And we sink, arms dangle. Push through the floor, rise up, totally relaxed. Let's take that 3 more times. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Mouth to belly. Rocking to the middle. I may have forgot to say that. Be in the middle of your feet when your hands reach here. So you're in the middle, and then it's through. Push through the earth to rise to standing. 2 more. Rock back. Forward. Back. Down to the middle. And through. Last one. Back. Forward. Back. Middle. Through. And rise back up. Wings. Roll. Fold. Hands settle, 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 settle to the middle, to the navel, to the belly button. Now, arms come down. We're going to do just the right arm first. This is somewhat new, but it's just a step up from everything we've been building towards. Softly lean a little bit to your left leg. Let your right arm swing across. Then into the right leg, your arm swings across. Not a lot. Don't overdo it. A lot of times you think you see some humongous movement, but over time, as you clear the lens, you start to realize, oh, it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit of movement everywhere that makes it look like some huge movement. Right? Now, when we swing across, I'm going to come closer so you can see the hand. Palm facing forward. See my palm? Wrist is drawn back a little bit. Comes over top. Comes through. Over top. So the palm should show to the camera for a moment. So this is silk reeling gong or chan se gong. This is the first exercise in the series. So a lot of what I've been doing thus far is just prepping everybody to have the general mechanics for this stuff. Now, this could be all you do. Like for instance, Ronald, even though I can't see your camera, I know you have a shoulder injury. So I know that any more than this might cause a little issue, but there is the option now to increase it just a bit by the elbow sort of coming more across and a little more up and out, and then the hand does what it was just doing. So now we've just increased the magnitude of this movement. But each of us will find an appropriate size and we'll say, ooh, this week I'm not going to go further. But we start small, then we get a little larger, then we take it a little larger. Now it's a little more from the whole shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingertips. And there's just a natural changing of weight and turning from this waist, from the navel height of the back, right? And just allow for that to happen. Couple more. What you'll notice here is that I'm not cranking my arm behind my body. It just stays right in front and falls through the space, right? Now, on this last one, hand comes up, point to the front corner. So not directly to the side of you, but to the corner. And our circle was going this way, right? So we continue that very small. So very small. Fingers, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, middle of body. And then it's like we reverberate it out all the way to the fingertips. Pause. Turn your palm up. Receive something, letting the elbow bend. Fold the wrist, circle it around, and extend it back to that corner. Turn the palm up, receive something, fold, and extend it back out. Turn the palm, receive, roll it through, and extend it. That's the small version, right? Just like we did in the other direction. This is the small one. Then we increase that by palm up. We receive deeper, let the elbow bend more. Then the elbow leads out, the wrist scoops under, fingers go out, and we go back to that corner. Turn, receive, a little deeper, and then lead with the elbow, back of the hand, all the way out. Turn, receive, and around. Receive, and curl it around, all the way out. Now, receive as deep as you'd like, not just the elbow, but also the wrist comes down here. And then we lead again through the back of the hand, out and up. And then the hand turns. Receive all the way. And then out. So this one can feel very achy, right? But this movement right here should relax. This should be a relaxation. And then this is a doing. This is a going out, doing a little thing, whatever angle is doable, but then make sure you turn and receive and let this all soft, 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 so that it then in a soft state can start its next round. Last one. Around. Now point to the corner. Now remember our circle was going this way. So now we circle that way. Small, all the way. So it's fingers, wrist, forearm, elbow, up to the shoulder, from the middle of the body, back out, and then just let it hang. Let it relax. This arm. So we rock a little to the right, let that arm swing like a pendulum. Rock to the left, swings like a pendulum. Rock and rock. Rock. Now, we're over here. Lead from the pinky comes up, over. Weight goes over here. Arm goes to completely relaxed. Roll it through completely relaxed. And then it goes on a little journey, up and over. Comes down completely soft, stays soft, and then stays soft, but does a little something, and then softens to a nothing at all. Right, and I'll come up close so you can see the spiral, and then this lead of the pinky around. Right, so it's very involved in terms of the nerves and the tissues and the joints. Right, so that needs to stay present, and then we just add by letting the elbow come more across. Elbow leads that way, and then we go through with the hand movement. Comes across, the elbow goes a little bit more, then the elbow leads out and the hand traces and follows. And then there's that same release across. So you can think of it in 3 stages, right? The first one, this is the second one. And again, I'll just use Ronald and his shoulder as an example. Rather than somebody cranking it to try to do what you see me doing here, stay at the angle and size, which could be very small. That is appropriate. Now, not only the elbow, but we just really extend even from the shoulder. You can even feel it stretch in the upper back, and then trace that circle. And important is that I'm not cranking my arm behind my body. At no point am I doing that. It stays in front and just falls through. Cross, circle, cross, and remember the spiral. Pinky side of the hand is sort of in the lead. Cross, spiral. Last one, this is the one where we come up and around and then point it to that front left corner, and then circles. Fingers, wrist, forearm, elbow, shoulder, from the center of the chest, the sternum, and then back out to the fingertips. Pause here, palm facing up. Small receiving gesture, right? From a straight arm to a receive. Wrist, fold, comes, and we reach out. Spin, so there's a spiral. Receive. So the whole time I'm pointing, Joanna, it looks a little bit like you're pointing like behind you to the front corner, right? Yeah, front corner. So receive, and then it comes under, and then we're going up to the front corner. Turn the palm up, receive, a little bend to the elbow, and then drop the wrist around the inside, and it comes around, and then we extend it out. Palm facing up, we circle the wrist through and reach out. Perfect. Now go a little deeper. That elbow just comes closer to the body. So now we're really receiving something in, and then we're leading with the elbow like a chicken wing and curling the wrist under, and then extending out through the tips of the fingers. Turn the palm up. Receive a little further close to the body. Cycle it through, elbow, then wrist, then fingertips, spin it, receive, lead it around. Turn palm, receive, lead it around. Receive, lead it around. Let's go to that level 3 where it's all the way, not just the elbow, but the hand comes down, and then it's out and around. So the back of the hand is facing this side as we come up to the corner, and then there's spiral. So elbow comes in and wrist. Elbow leads out, back of hand, fingertips, back through. Looks nice, everybody. Really good. Last one here, we catch it at the corner and inward, circles, wrist, through the forearm, through the elbow, and eventually you feel it like in the center of the body, and then you just kind of out, and then release. Open, close, open. And again, this is another one of those optical illusions. So Joanna, when I did this, I saw you go like this, right? So it's less than you think. Remember that rule. What I'm doing is going to be less than what you think I'm doing. So just that. And just that. Now we come in, pinkies. Down. Spiral in. Pinkies leading out and around. Spiral in. Now to go a step further, we got to let one cross. So it doesn't matter which. Cross. Spiral. Then you can just alternate the cross. Cross. The elbows come a little bit towards each other, and then we're circling. Remember to stay in front of the body. Cross. Out. Cross. Out. Cross. Palms facing forward as we go around. And then spin. Now the full range, whatever that is for you, arms stay in front of the body. So there's not this backwards cranking of the arms. It's important that we just stay comfortably right through this path. There's not this happening. Just here. Falls safely through the space. Last one. Catch both at the corner. Circles. Fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arm, shoulder, center of the body, back out, fingertips. Now turn both palms up, receive, wrists fall down through the middle, around, and then extend back out to the corners. Palms, receive just a little, wrists, back out to the corner. Palms up, receive, wrists, and around. Some of you may recognize a lot of the other stuff we've been doing, kind of the ABCs of movement, now are coming in handy. Elbows come close to the body, elbows lead out, wrists follow, corner, spin, receive, out, and around. Receive, out, and around. Let them cross a little bit as they come down. And now we're at that level 3, the full, whatever that full is for you. Palms are facing up, backs of hands are facing forward, so that there's this opportunity for spiral. And last one here, we're going to catch it out to the corner and go into those little spirals. Spiral. Moving up through the arm to the center of the chest and back out. Release. Turn right palm forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Left arm, or left hand and forearm. Raise the right hand. Raise the left hand. Both and both. Shogun. So that is the whole first module of Chansa Gong, which is called Silk Reeling Gong. The second module, head and neck. Watch me do it, please. First, I'm looking up in front. Then I'm turning my head to the right and chin down to look down. Then I'm looking up in front, down to the left. Up in front, down to the right. Join me. Up in front, down to one side, up, turn, down, turn and look up, down, continue. Now, looking down to one side, stay looking down as you look in the front, look to the side and up into the sky. And then down in front, turn and look up to the side. Down in front, look up to the side. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again. One more to each side. Now, as you finish the second side, bring the head to level and just turn right and left to even everything out. And back to middle. Now, a little pencil tip coming off the top of your head. You're going to draw a very small circle on the ceiling and then a larger circle and a larger circle and a larger one, basically creating that hypnotist spiral on the ceiling. So the head falls just a little bit to the right and then back and then around to the left and forward. So draw your smallest circle and then get a little larger and a little larger and a little larger. Just find whatever size fits your feeling today, right? And don't be alarmed if you hear little crackles and little sounds through the neck. Just don't force it too much, because those sounds are usually actually good. That's a good sound. Now on this last one, which should be around whatever your maximum is, just let your head hang. Then like someone grabs the tip of the pencil and lifts the head up, then we'll draw the circle the other way. So the head goes a little to the left, back and around to the right and forward. Start small and just get concentrically larger. Awareness under the feet, meaning you're not stuck up in your neck. You're relaxing and letting everything go through you to the feet. Last two, you should be nearing your maximum. Last one, coming around and letting the head hang in front. Someone grabs that tip of the pencil and pulls the head up. Shogun, wings, roll palms up and over. Mini closing the module 2 of Chansugun. Module 3, shoulders, shoulder blades, chest, shoulders, right? So we're standing, right shoulder will go first, comes forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. Keep going. I'll turn sideways. Forward, up, back, down. This area closes, stays closed, opens, stays open, closes, opens, closes, open, close, open, and reverse. Open, go back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Two more. And switch arms. Left arm. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up. Find that rolling quality and feel that space around which you're moving, right? The torso, rib cage stays more or less as a stable piece, and then it's that shoulder blade and arm that's floating along, switching directions. So we go forward and then we go back, up, forward, down, back, up. The key really is right here, down to neutral, limp noodle. And then we go around again, but it has to get back to that release. If we forget to release it, then all we do is sort of grind and grind and grind, but we lose the, or we don't develop the sum or that supple quality. So you got to remember, go on a little journey and go on the journey and release. Good. Now, we're going to do double, but we're also going to add another element to it, which is shift your weight to your right foot, turn your left foot 5 or 10 degrees out, shift over into that leg and just put your right foot a little bit in front. Just a comfortable distance in front, nothing major. Notice you can shift into your front leg and into your back leg and into your front leg and into your back leg. So now when you go in the front leg, shoulders go forward and up. As they come over the top and back, we go into the back leg and they come down to neutral and then forward and up, back and down. Important thing is when we go back, we don't fall back like this, right? But we rather shift the whole body back and just slide them down the back. So there's this position rather than this position, right? Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. 2 more. 1 more. Now we go forward, then stay low, come back, up, forward into the front leg. Release that back and up. We go on a journey, and then remember to return, soft, up and over, and return. This one is a tricky one, and I'll come closer so you can see my arm. So here, here, and this shape that I'm making comes from doing less. The problem is I see some people getting locked like this, and then it gets in the way. Soft, like a little scarecrow. Come forward, and then release. So there's this open lift, and this roll around. So they go on a little spiral journey, right? And down. 1 more. All right. Now, when you're in your back leg, switch your feet. Bring the right foot back, toes turned out, shift, left foot a little in front. We start again. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. 2 more. One more. Now, when we transition to the other direction, we do go forward, but then we go back, up. Shoulders roll forward, arms do that little funny maneuver, and then release down. Back and up, forward, down. Back and up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. Three more. Just a little weight shift, back leg, front leg, easy. Make it all easy, loose. and release. Parallel feet. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left. And the real trick of this one is that it's not one doing an entire thing and then the other going. It's that the right shoulder is going forward and up. And then as it goes back and down, this one starts forward, up. Right, so they're alternating, or one is just like an off rhythm behind it. Make sure the shoulders are the moving part, shoulder blades. Reverse, forward, forward, forward. So again, some of you might see my hands moving and think that's what's leading. My hands are the tail. The lead is here. Shoulder. So if I took my hands out of it, that's what you want to be feeling. This swimming motion through the structure. And release. Final one in this third module. Once again, shift the weight, turn the left foot out 5 or 10 degrees. Right, shift in there, step the right foot just a comfortable distance in front. Shift into your front leg. The front leg, that hand is on top, cross wrists. Now come up, open the hands apart, sink into your back leg, come to this position. This position is palms up, elbows are bent, the arms aren't straight, but they're not forcibly bent. So there's kind of like a archer's bow quality to the arms, and you feel a stretch and lengthening through the neck and shoulder area here. So you're in your back leg, hands come up, cross, and turn palms down. Be in your front leg, palms facing down, swing, come back up. Just do a couple of those swings. Swing, swing. Stay in your front leg the whole time. Swing. Swing. Now, swing up. Go into your back leg. Open to that little bow position. Feel the openness across here and here. And then close that space. Swing back up. So you stay in your front leg this whole time. Do another one. Swing up. And then it's back leg. Stay in your front leg the whole time. Then back leg. Front leg. Shoom. Back leg. Front leg. Shoom. Back leg. Wha. And back. Wow. And back. Great job. Wow. And make sure the arms come down. So that when they're down, they can go up. If they never go down, they can't come up. Right? So we have to get here so that we can go here. So that we can go here. One more. Now we go back and stay here for a moment. Switch legs. Bring the right foot back. Shift. Step left foot forward. Now go into your front leg. Now the left hand's going to be the crossing over top. Let's do a few swings here. Swing, cross, swing, cross, swing, cross, swing, cross. Now we'll do the whole thing. Comes up. We go into the back leg, get the arms to come down so that they can come up, so that they can cross. You're in your front leg, shoom. Back. Shoom. Back. Shoom. Front leg, back leg. Closed, open. Closed, open. Easy, buttery smooth. Wow. Easy as pie. Last one, we just stay in the front leg and let the hands just swing. Nice and easy. Step legs equal. Qigong. Down. Module 3, complete. Cross hands, hands come down. Module 4, scoop and slice. Scoop. Notice wrist is folded, elbows folded. Turn, palm down, slice. Sorry, my phone is on here. Slice. Turn the palm, falls, scoops under and up. Turn, palm face down, slice. Turn the palm, fingertips kind of lead up and slice. Now, it isn't just about moving this, right? So find a stance like so with your feet just a little turned out, knees a little bit bent, just a soft, so we're not locking out and holding on to everything, just very little, right? As the hand falls, as it comes this way, turn a little bit this way. Then the palm turns down, turn a little bit that way. Hand starts to fall and scoops, turn a little bit this way. Turn the navel, and then turn a little bit that way. Scoop, slice. Naturally, you're going to be changing from one leg to the other. Naturally as well, your quad. Some of you might know what that term means because I've been using it a bit. It's the groin area, the hip. So right here, this quad over here needs to be open. Over here, it's this one that needs to open. Otherwise, my knee is probably falling in. So we work on not letting the knees collapse. As I turn this way, I soften open the right quad. And then as I turn to the right, I soften open the left quad. It's just consider the idea of it first rather than trying to do it. Just notice that there is a hip joint or a quad. Last one here, the scoop and the slice. Now let this arm just fall softly, other hand. Scoop. Turn so the palm faces down and then slice. Falling, follow that fall. Ride the fall up, roll it and slice. Continue, that looks really nice, everybody. So it just falls, continue to follow that, fingertips lead up, and then there's this little roll right there and then slice. Notice the turn. So if I had a little arrow pointing out of my belly button, it'd be pointing slightly this way and then slightly that way. Notice that if you relax and just move smooth with that hydraulic quality, then the hip might softly open. The waist will naturally turn. And you're also be at, sort of passively going through the right leg, going through the left leg. One more. And then the complementary exercise to this one. Palm faces. Then the elbow has to go up, the hand down. So let's all just do that movement a couple of times. From the shoulder, it is a internal rotation. Right? It's called the snake creeps down. Elbow. Now the fingers, see if you can get the fingers to be like a snake creeping down the side or maybe even the back. And then once it gets all the way extended, just turn it again, palm out, bend. And then the elbow rises, the snake gets ready to creep, and then it just slides down. palm faces up, elbow rises, snake creeps. And just consider the idea of spirals. The spiral infrastructure that we are sort of threading, silk threading our chi through those spiral pathways, many of which are not traveled by most human bodies on the planet, right? And therefore the brain. Final addition to this one is turning towards it, turning away from it. Turning towards it and really turning the head to look at the palm, and then turning away and looking away. Turning towards, turning away. Notice the qua still in play. So the most important part that gets missed by folks is this one here, that. So before you try to start going down, you got to get here. Then it's ready to go, and you'll be in an internally rotated shoulder and get that nourishing quality there. And then spiral, right? And then there. Good. Other side. Start with the easy version. Let's just do a couple of these. Get the snake ready and come back up. Get it ready. Up. This time, get it ready and then just let it glide down. If for any reason, like let's use Ronald as an example. Notice how this is the same exercise. Right, Ronald? This is all the same pieces where I'm coming up on this side. I'm doing somewhat of that movement and I'm snaking through to the other side. So if all you could do is even this, right? Just small little movements, that's how you can micro explore. All right, but I'm just showing the big version here. So now add to it that component of turning away, turning towards to look at the palm. Elbow rises, finger tucks under, away. And look. And away. And look. And another key piece that gets missed is finishing here, all the way to straight, so that this happens effortlessly, this little turnout. And then bend the elbow, the hand comes up. Tuck. And trace it down the side. Turn. Look at the hand. Tuck. Trace it down the side. Turn and look. Tuck. Trace. And for brain plasticity, right side, as the hand tucks and snakes down, bring that left hand up and look at it. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. 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 Last one. Keep one hand down, bring the other down so they match. Shogun. That's a little two-part module. So you're getting the idea that this form is made up of module break, module break, module break, module break. And there's quite a few different ones you could do within a form. We did 4 modules for the most part, and there's many more to do, but getting the idea of the blueprint of how you go about enjoying a Qigong form and then getting proficient at each part so that we're not spending as much time in each. And that's how an hour can be filled with 7 modules, 8 modules, 9 modules that get through the entire body. And that's one form, Chansa Gong. And then there's Hunyuan Gong, and there's other Gong methods that are basically just made up of the same thing that do different things for the body. So just giving you guys an experience of that. And I know it's very, maybe it doesn't feel whole and complete, but it's important that we get started on these next level things so that you get an experience with them, right? So we'll finish with one of the leg exercises. So this one you will need something to help you with balance, right? So hand on something, chair or whatever, and put your weight in your right foot. Turn the left foot out a little bit. Hand is on the chair. Or if you want to challenge balance, you can have hands on the belly. Now this leg is turned out, so we lift it, bring it across to the middle, and just set it back down. Turn the leg out. We lift it while turned out, comes in and down. So hand on something, you can do this whole exercise. Again, Chansa Gong spirals. So feel how you're spiraling in the hip. You guys remember we've done this exercise while sitting, where I've had you move the leg out and in, right? So that was all preparation for the potential to do something like this. And Sheila, I see that you have the chair on the side of the leg that you're moving. That kind of gets in the way, I think. So if you feel like it's in the way, have it on the other side so that you're moving, right? Now, here, the opposite movement, turn, so the knee points across and go into out. You end with the feet duck foot, spiral on the ball of the foot, into out. Spiral, into out. Spiral, into out. Spiral, into out. One more. Spiral, into out. Change the chair to the other side. Shift. Turn the right leg out. Up, over, down. Out. Up. In. Turn out. Try not to move the pelvis. So there's not a huge turning of the hips. The hips stay stable more or less. It's the leg bone moving. And pause. Turning on the ball of the foot, internally rotate. Cross, up to out. Spin on the ball of the foot. Spin on the ball of the foot. Spin on the ball. Spin, so it's in internal rotation, so that as we bring it across, we can experience external rotation. And we got to get it back to internal rotation so that we can externally rotate. Spin. One more. Spin. Parallel feet. Now, that being our last one we'll do, we do 3 sync chi wash organs. Rock back. Hands come up. Rock forward. Cast out. Rock back. We come mouth. Rock to the middle. Hands come to the belly. Butt sneaks out and sinks. Arms extend to softly straight. Push through the floor. Stand nice and tall. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Rock middle. Through. Rock back, forward, back, middle, through. Qigong, or closing gesture. Settle the mind like a stone through a pond, resting in the belly like the stone at the pond bed. Seal the practice, one hand over belly button, other hand over that hand. Taoist bow. Grab one thumb, fold. See your little yin yang. Thank you. Have a comfortable seat. Make sure your chair is where you think it is. And we'll chat for a bit if you'd like.